Unexpectedly, Peony was the emperor's sister, revealing the jade pendant around her neck to claim her family lineage. The Lu family was terrified. Returning all of Peony's dowry could not help but reflect. Why had Mrs. He never taught Peony the 3 obediences and 4 virtues, being a good wife and mother? And why had a woman from a declining merchant family possessed such an impressive dowry, even owning an ancestral estate in the bustling city of Chang'an? Peony's mother was definitely no ordinary person. What she left her daughter as the most precious inheritance was not the valuable dowry or the estate, but the strong inner core cultivated through years of teaching and example. And that ornamental jade pendant also had extraordinary significance. Remembering the first time the emperor appeared in the guise of Sanlang, at that time Peony had already pledged the jade pendant to save Xingyi. Until the opening of Huaman's shop, Wunyang redeemed the jade pendant for Peony, returning it to its rightful owner and giving it back to Peony. It was then that Peony seemed not to notice a pair of eyes watching silently from the corner. She also saw the jade pendant, which was exactly the same as one she had been carrying. He felt a sudden shock in his heart, feeling that there was a deep connection between them, but he did not rush to meet Peony and ask about it. Instead, he secretly investigated. Finally, after some research, he unexpectedly discovered that Peony was actually his own younger sister. It turned out that long ago, the emperor's father had once visited incognito, falling in love with Mrs. He at first sight. At that time, the former emperor was immersed in the warm life of a normal couple, so he concealed his identity, spending a year of happy time with Mrs. He, until Mrs. He found out she was pregnant. Then the former emperor had to reveal his true identity, but Mrs. He refused to enter the palace. She could not accept the idea of sharing a husband with many concubines. After a heated argument, they parted ways unhappily. The only token the former emperor left for her was this jade pendant symbolizing royal bloodline. In order to give Peony a legitimate status, Mrs. He chose to marry a merchant named He with a rich dowry. He Fu, due to the power of Mrs. He's family, appeared to be a loving father and husband. In fact, he had always been upset about this matter, until later, when Mrs. He's family could no longer help him in business. He Fu stopped pretending. Not only did he secretly drug Mrs. He, but also conspired with the Lu family to scheme against Peony. This explains why shortly after Peony's marriage, He Fu quickly remarried and had another son. From the beginning, He Fu had always worn a false mask, putting on a show of father-daughter affection. Now the emperor announced publicly, revealing Peony's identity as the princess. The Lu family was terrified. They returned all the dowry they had stolen overnight. Download the Daily Short app to watch full episodes for free.